All right. So today's episode is about three unusual things that we learned from visiting a tech conference in 2024. So if you are planning to attend a tech conference in 2024, this episode might be valuable for you. So we're going to talk about this one push about and trend. We're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about booth versus no booth strategy, secret technique that we found the host was deploying, and one unusual benefit that we found from this conference. So stick around. How's it going?
Going good so far. I'm dialing in from New York right now on a official trip to the US for 2 weeks. Yeah, well, I think the primary agenda was to attend this conference called Zendesk Relate. It's one of the biggest conferences. There were about 1,500 attendees, and it happened in Vegas this year by
What is it
Zendesk.
about? Is it about marketing? Is it about success?
Yeah, it's more around EX and areas related to support. So CX stands for customer experience and EX is employee experience. Yeah, so the audience is basically like, people who are dealing with support, customer experiences, and a little bit around employee experience as well, or tooling around managing support.
Right. So we're going to discuss today about few unusual things that you learned from tech conference specifically in 2024. First thing is, just before the call, you mentioned about the AI push. AI was apparently everywhere. Can you give
Yeah.
us a sense of what sort of madness did you see?
Well, I think madness is the probably the right term. Well, yeah, AI was everywhere. Like, I'll share some pictures of some of the booths over there. Almost all the presentations and the sessions had AI in their titles. All the tables had a card or a brochure which talked about AI features or AI. Zendesk launched a couple of AI features at the conference. In the last 1 year, they acquired three companies that were working on AI tooling relevant to Zendesk, an AI chatbot agent that could resolve support tickets automatically and faster, workforce management with AI, or quality assurance with AI, training the support agents, how coaching the support agents around how they're providing support and using AI to do that. So yeah, it even all the sponsors, most of them were like some or the other AI company. Yeah, so AI was everywhere. Even the CEO of Zendesk mentioned in his keynote that, they heard from their customers. There's a lot of pressure from the top of the management chain on how you are using AI. What is the AI strategy that we have? It's like a nail looking for a hammer. It's a strange
Yeah.
time we are living in where AI has gotten so popular that everybody wants to use it, and now they're figuring out how to use it versus how you typically solve problems. Like you have a problem and then you look for a solution. Here is just the opposite. There's a solution and you're trying to see what problems can we solve with this solution or how it can fit into our workflows. So yeah,
Yeah.
it was like annoying for some people and became like a joke to
True, true.
easily connect with people at the conference and ask them, "Hey, have you heard about AI?" They would instantly, laugh about, and it would be a great icebreaker to use. So yeah, AI was everywhere. There was no doubt about it, and overwhelming usage of.
So takeaway would be, despite you like it or not, if you're going for the next tech conference, have something around AI just to be relevant. All right. You also spoke about booth versus no booth. That's something that you had a couple of observations. Did you guys have a booth?
No, we did not have a stationary booth. We were like mobile booths running around, trying to meet with people.
What's your sense? Do you think
Yeah.
it's worth investing in the booth? Did you see the guys getting ROI, more footfall
Mhm.
for justifying their
Yeah,
investment?
it depends on the conference and how they are kind of channelizing traffic to the booths. So we have sponsored booths in the past, and the organizers didn't over there, and like we that's why we did not sponsor a booth this time. We only would see swag collectors coming around the booth just to collect the swag, and not like genuine conversations happening. Just people are there for the swag or whatever we are giving away at the booth. But over here at Zendesk, the interesting thing I noticed was, they had like a passport for all the attendees. You go to the booths, you collect a stamp, and the more stamps you collect, then you enter into a raffle and you win amazing gifts like, Fender guitar or AirPods and stuff like that. And every single day. So that's a additional motivation to kind of check out the booths. So yeah, I think that I believe that was driving traffic to the booths. People were intentionally going there. But at the same time, if you have a presence and people who are interested in new technologies or how to use AI, they would come and check out a booth, right? Instead of you trying to, you know, get into conversations, get into groups and try to introduce yourself and figure out if there's a good fit where your AI solution can be useful for the person you're chatting with. And those are very limited sessions, like, either breakfast or lunch.
So also you mentioned about a smart strategy that the Zendesk team took in terms of, I believe they had a segment wise, they handled the crowd. It could be something interesting for the guys who are the kind of who are planning to host an event. If you could share
Yeah.
that strategy.
Yeah, I think what we saw was, there were multiple events running in parallel. I'm not talking about the sessions, I'm talking about after parties, So what we noticed is like the big accounts, the big customers, you know, were getting very white glove treatment. They were blocked for dinners, private dinners, and stuff like that. There were other customers, maybe like medium-sized customers. Zendesk also had stuff for them. They were taking them to shows. I attended Cirque du Soleil, one of the famous circuses in Vegas, and I noticed a lot of people wearing the Zendesk lanyard. And I was like, wait, is Zendesk getting people over here? And then I asked around, and then I figured some of the customers, got show tickets and free transportation to the show. And at the same time, at the venue where the conference was being held, there was another party going on. There was a live band, open bar. So yeah, there were like at least three parties running in parallel, private dinners for the big customers, shows and events. I don't know if it was optional, like could you opt in for a show or stay at the venue and attend the party that's already there. So I don't know the details, but I could see people at different places at the same time, going to different places, right? So yeah, there were like arrangements to treat the customers and even the attendees very well at the same time.
All right. And I think we'll move over to the last point, which is you guys cracked one unusual partnership through the event.
Yeah, well,
Probably this is a function of
yeah,
purely human to human interaction. You want to talk about it a
yeah,
bit?
yeah. It's so basically like one of our biggest customers was also there, and they happen to be a very big customer of Zendesk as well. So Zendesk team was like escorting them around, their account managers and even bosses of account managers were around, showing them, giving them demos of different products. So when we met them, that caught the eye of Zendesk leadership team, and they got curious about what we are doing. We earned the respect that we have this shared big customer, and that created a partnership opportunity. So yeah, we have a native integration with Zendesk, but this partnership could mean a lot, and it would be great, if it turns into something meaningful. But yeah, the beginning of something great
100%.
happened because we were there, because we got to interact with people at Zendesk.
Good insights, and hopefully you'll go to more events and learn more things. Share with us in the pod.
Yeah,
But for now, this is the part for today, and hope to see you soon.